Ah, hello. Surprise stream. I wasn't really feeling like playing anything else, so I figured why not play some Ace Attorney? Cool. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling like anything else. Couldn't bring myself to do much of anything, so I figured why not Ace Attorney? Let's load it up. It was, oh yeah, right. Iris' sad backstory. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him. Right, we're playing as Edgeworth now. Fuck, that's wild. I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if you never saw me again. Why don't you just forget about me without learning the truth? Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. Until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. Go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, I promise. Very well. Everything in my power to get you an acquittal. Hey, good job. Alright, so Iris is Delia Hawthorne, right? That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Go right to the suspension bridge from here. Okay. Great. Dusky Bridge. Sure is cold, alright? This is it. Dusky Bridge. Wow. It's you, Mr. Edgeworth. I knew it. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. About a year. It's been longer. Doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch. There's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess. You're transferred by HR to the local precinct. Wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and I arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Gum on your shoe, he's impossible to... I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great, thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Godot? I just got back in the country, so I don't really know much about this case. Simple. Not simple as simple does, as they say. Well, you have no idea how much I miss that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. Seriously, this was a piece of cake. The witness that saw the whole thing. Witness? Yeah, the bikini lady. Bikini lady. Here. This freezing cold mountain. You should talk to her yourself if you want details, sir. I have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, the decisive witness myself. You have a lot of help there, Gumshoe. So, Is that the bridge that Wright fell through? Yep. Can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross. That's how it goes, right? That leap. And? Something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. We can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. Someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Got that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. No, her again? Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Will she be alright in this cold? How did this bridge burn down anyways? I was 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning. Telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning. Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. A little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. According to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Regional weather report for the night of the crime. I see. Very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. The mountain weather data for February 7th. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. No, 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Lightning, 10 to approximately 11 p.m. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Even has the exact time the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, that. Got that information from the witness's testimony. I actually saw lightning hit the bridge. Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll ask one of the local cops later, sir. Who is this Prosecutor Godot? I heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently. He's good, sir. Real good. He's so good. How is it I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? Bet he is. After all, you know who was right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh? Yeah, he seems to have some kind of grudge. What would be the cause of this grudge? No. Maybe he makes fun of his mask or something. If this is making any sense. Look into this Godot myself. I still have all this shit. Which makes sense. Attorney's badge. See from Wright. He was serious when he gave this to me. Was he? Done. Well, what's that thing doing in your lapel, Mr. Edgeworth? Is it really that odd? Bet it is, sir. Prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge. That's like a detective with a license to kill. Why is the audio not working? There we go. Much better. That looks better. This little thing holds that ominous of a meaning. What do you think about this? I've seen this thing before. Hey, thanks a lot. I'm getting kinda hungry. Gumshoe. What are you doing, detective? Ah! Oh, some kind of candy that would fill me up, sir. Lately, I've been feeling so hungry all the time. Your salary has cut just a little too much. Why does Edgeworth have this? Look, I'm just an everyday simple detective. Don't ask me such tough questions, okay? Something to be proud of, detective. This. Key for nothing, detective. no cult. Here's issue. A lot we don't know about this victim. Don't know her real name, her background, don't know anything really. Rather odd. Trying to hide her identity, become an author. I'll bet it was just one of those things, you know. Probably never expected to get so popular. Anything else you can tell me about this? It's a lot. He's right, my friend's to grade school. Fell from Dusky Bridge and is currently hospitalized. A6. Oh, something happens. That guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents. If Gumshoe has realized it yet. You'd say the exact same thing about him. Gumshoe. Face is more drawn out than the last time I saw you over a year ago. Really? I thought so. No, wait. Not so much drawn out as weary and tired. Maybe just plain old thin. I thought that too, sir. Your salary's been kind of low on the low end. Yeah, food options are kind of non-existent. Off-brand chicken soup, off-brand spaghetti, off-brand bread, that sort of stuff. Got really into instant noodles last year. Got really sick of the stuff after a while, sir. Harry Butts, my friend since grade school. I remember how we became friends though. He's supposed to be Miss Elise Donim's apprentice or something. See. Yeah, he drew a nice portrait of me. That's nice. Made me pay him 50 cents for it. I'm sorry about that. Don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth. I really don't want to talk about him, that's why. Please don't know him, victim of the incident. Picture book author, or his teacher. There's a lot we don't know about this victim. Don't know her real name, her background, we don't know anything really. Rather odd. Trying to hide her identity. I'm an author. Oh, we've already heard this. What can you tell me about Iris? I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. Wasn't that a prior case, was she? Nope, can't be. We did a database search of her fingerprints and came up with nothing. Really? See. What the fuck? I can't shake this nagging feeling. Everyone knows that you're quite popular with the ladies there. Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Dumpsville when you were younger. Detective, where did you hear such nonsense from? I didn't hear from anyone. That's sort of how I imagined you to be, sir. Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? Absolutely you do, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You tell me about Godot. Usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school. I've never seen or heard of this person. Gotta admit, puzzling alright. Disappeared one day, a big mug of steaming coffee in his hand. Like an interesting man. Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiatos lately. Evan. The bridge Wright tried to cross. Pretty reckless, if you ask me. I have to fall from up here. Hey, one lucky guy, sir. I see how he managed to win cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck's right, just a bit better. There's a wild thing we get onto a rough-cut boulder. Steep Bridge. It needs an appropriate name. You got some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. The sign says Dusty Bridge. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. I'm the one who needs glasses, detective. Try reading it one more time. Ah, you're right. It's Dusky Bridge after all. Guess whoever wrote it made a mistake. Hey, it's a public phone. Don't see a lot of these anymore. True. We got one here. Why don't we take a photo as a memento? Well, sure. Why not? Oh, darn it. I don't have a camera with me. I'll go buy a disposable camera. Be right back, sir. What's special about public phones? Why is he so fascinated by them? Did he actually just leave? Oh no, okay. There's a little shack down the way called Heavenly Hall. Shack. Like a rundown doghouse for losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of the wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. In Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace. A hovel, a great name, is a crime itself. I call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. It's not such a great name, if you ask me. Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir. Anything else we can examine here? Mountain. A pretty good distance to that far cliff. Yeah, that'll be around 100 yards or so. Detective, that's not even close to 100 yards. Oh, I gotta admit, I'm not very good at judging distances. About 20 yards or so. Possible to cross without a bridge, it seems. Interesting. Gate. It's weird that you come to the burned bridge first. Sakura Temple, main gate. Oh, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold, my brain's turned to sherbet. It was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Rent is going to be fine. The case itself isn't anything unusual. I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it, objection. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? Hard to explain. One thing led to another, and... No lame excuse is that. You call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is the prosecutor. That's why it's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney. Just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I don't know what role I'm supposed to be playing this anymore. Dude, Edgy. I'll see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. It's more like sorbet. It is rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her, someone else did it. I just know it, okay? Trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Less, I'll do what I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Oh, do we have Edgeworth as counsel? That'd be cool. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. Think I might have done it. What? Get lost. Go back to your own charter jet and get out of my sight, you creep. Hope you and your plane crash and you die. That's just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Larry. Larry. As I suspected, psycho locks. Sorry, man, you know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory is wrecked, dude. Man, I'm telling you, ours is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? But it's simply... Comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. Larry. I was right after all. Should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. I'd a penny for every time he said that. Just that, well, ours is a delicate flower. It forced things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? No idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Let's take a look around. Snowmobile. This type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains. Say, this just gave me a great idea. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. Got an idea for a brand new invention. Might even make me rich. Invention. Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. Call it a snow car. What do you think, sir? Go for a ride with something like that? Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. It looks quite old. Won't have to resist the weight of time. That's it, Mr. Edgeworth, I know. Got a real flair for wood, sir. I've appreciated this kind of old, timeless elegance. That's exactly how I feel too. This coat, for example. Fine wine, it gets better with age. Even fine wine turns to vinegar and gets to stink at some point. I suggest you wash that atrocious rag you call a coat, detective. Jesus, Edgeworth. I mean, yes. Do that, Gumshoe, but, small bell tower from here. Hey, that just reminds me. Something I've always wondered about. He tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. Well, a person who tells a liar, right? I don't recall this person who rings a bell a beller. Or truer for a guy who tells the truth. Man, I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight. No idea he was such a deep thinker. Jesus. The main hall back there. Brilliant deduction, sir. Trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe. Brilliant uses suspense to build tension, sir. According to right, the head Nana has some important information. Can't miss the opportunity to speak with her. Well, it's important. Larry, what do you think about this? Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, I grew up, I wanted to be a lawyer and defend people, or something like that. Long time ago. And see, now you got a chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. Edgy, you gotta do it. You gotta save my little Iris. Exactly why I hate childhood friends. What do you think about this? I know I may not look like it, but I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif. Give it a glance. Look at this. Nothing. Think of this. Think of this. Still can't believe it. Such a great person. But someone's pinned this murder on my sweet little Iris. Edgy, please. I'm counting on you. Well, frankly, I was hoping you'd give me a little more than that. Well then, I got it. I'll draw you a portrait. How about that? You're kind enough to offer. Alright. Can't corroborate the weather data. Okay. Getting with Phoenix. He's a good guy. Real pal to the end. I look back now at nothing but good memories. With the past tense, he's not dead, you know? Yeah, you're right. Anyway, guy owes me. After all, I saved his life. What's that supposed to mean? I hadn't called for help so quickly, he would have died. No surprise though. Used to be a security agent. It's all instinct, baby. Good point. Only pretty quickly too. I think Larry's pretty good at motivating people. Wish he would try to motivate himself once in a while. Hey, what Gumshoe? You think about yourself? Huh? Me? All you have to know is remember not to call me Larry anymore. What? A new person now. I've been reborn as Laristo Nim. Alright, fine. Let me ask you something else then, Larry. Call me Larice. If you don't, I'll call you at least Nim. You know about Godot. Oh, okay, well, fuck you too, Larry. Out of my sight. Put paper into that roll. Matt? Matt's. Hey, hello there. So how you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who's this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikini. Ahaha, if you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Oh ho 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 ho! Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. This is the head nun. This is the bikini. It was the witness. Didn't you tell me that earlier? That's exactly why our salary keeps getting cut. Stomach's already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Oh, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about the last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. Talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? I suppose it was 9 o'clock when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Oh, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11 o'clock, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. Duty was in the inner temple. When did you come back here? But you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. Oh ho ho ho! I'm starting to get goosebumps myself for a decidedly different reason. Ho ho! Get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. Bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. It's so bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. You left the disciple all alone? Don't be ridiculous, I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. But she never went to the inner temple, did she? Did this head nun actually see Iris there? You better try to get some more details. Right then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. Past 11 o'clock. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. What the fuck? Well, two people. One of them was lying on the ground. That's... What the fuck? Clearly Iris stabbing Elise. That makes no sense whatsoever. Because when Phoenix saw it, Elise was underneath the sword, held by the statue. Also, that you can't stab someone like that. That's not how swords work. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I don't want to believe what I was seeing. It was Iris. I'm quite shocked. Of course she was. By putting herself in her shoes. Like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom. I have no witnesses from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. Sounds insane. That's what I saw. When I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed. And then I passed out. Fortunately for us, our testimony is pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Natural? Girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. what she means by that. Who is this acolyte that was to train at the Inner Temple? Her name is Maya Fei. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. After she went through the trouble of signing up for this special course. Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me that she's still doing that over at the Inner Temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh dear. One thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh. I don't think I like the sound of this. You know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister. Has a little sister? Oh, you mean little Pearl. Oh, right, fuck, I forgot about Pearl. What happened to Pearl? That's Mystic Maya's... That's Maya's fake cousin. Oh, Pearl. Thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise. We'd finished up with dinner cleanup. Mystic Elise. I haven't seen her at all since last night. Nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? All the fault of my stupid, cranky old back. The little girl who was the victim on the night of the murder. It's gone. As they say, plot thickens. Gumshoe, get a fucking search party out. What's wrong with you? What ends up cushions in the corner of the room? A white piece of paper sticking up from under the back. Beats me. Mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah. What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra important clue. Super special clue. Read it myself, then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. I at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Unless you want your secret exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Note to Iris found in the main hall, maybe she dropped it. Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. How can I ever find a clue like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor, a super-duper prosecutor. I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Iris of Hatakor Temple, salutations here. There's something I must talk to you about. I'm waiting for you at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. Obviously. Here? Anything about this? How about this here? Let me see. As you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we have to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you should call me an immaterial girl. She lives in the immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Thank you for nothing. Anything but this. Well, look what you've found. That's the master of the great channeling technique, Mystic Misty Fei. Hey. Nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently she intends to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who's this daughter? Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fei clan. Even I am not privy to information concerning the main family. You know about this? Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know? Put it on already. No, it can't. I was just... Oh. It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, Detective? Looks absolutely marvelous. You just gotta keep it on for a while. Some sort of divine retribution. Anything about this? It's even right. Something about reading people's hearts. What utter nonsense. That's That's one of the fake land's very own Magatamas. The priceless treasure you got there. Wow, I'm impressed, sir. Never failed to surprise me. Did you just bite this, detective? Yes, you don't look it. Now I can see you're a real fan of the occult. Excuse me? Well, of course, this piece couldn't possibly be real, but to have such a nice replica. Clearly, you're a big fan of the Korean tradition. Wow, I'm impressed, sir. Never failed to surprise me. You've known better than to show this thing around. You tell me about the area. Nothing. Both useless. Magazine. About this picture. Look at that. Look at that. I look pretty S to the X. S to the Xy. I look pretty S to the Xy, don't you think? Why the fuck would you say that? You'd normally spell it out, wouldn't you? S to the... Why? Yeah, absolutely. Up till recently, we've been avoiding exposure in such magazines. But this time, we had our reasons. That's so. For example... well, why did the world decide of such a lovely face? Oh... How could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Come on, lady. I don't think you need to take out all the blame yourself. Right, what do you know anyway? Ouch, scary. That stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours. Too bad that you weren't the one that disappeared. I should take it all out on me. It does seem a little manufactured. Verified the weather data. With this letter. Nothing can go wrong. Present this randomly. Know anything about this old crumpled up letter? Addressed to Iris? Yep, clearly says to Iris on it. Can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. Ah, Mr. Bikini doesn't know anything about it. Can you tell me about Phoenix Wright? This man, his face betrays a life of suffering and great weariness to the world. Sure. But even so, I can't believe this guy actually jumped into the river. Think of all the fun things he might have enjoyed if he had just lived. Relentless spiritual training alone is no way to lead a complete life, huh? I think she's got some major regrets she's dealing with. Just let Gumshoe explain Wright's situation to her, homie. Hey, don't go look at me like that. Do your own dirty work. Sir? You think about Gumshoe? How about this here? Oh, just doesn't care about you, Gumshoe. You know about Larry? Mystic Glee's apprentice, is it not? I think you may have a bit of a crush on me, sweet boy, at any rate. Huh? Oh, I don't blame him. Just Bikini understands the temptations of young men. Sure. I'm afraid it would be proper to abuse my position. I'm heading on after all. In return, I need to allow him to draw a portrait of me. It was a pose that maintained your modesty for everyone's sake. You know about at least. About the same. You know about Iris. Said you went with said you went with Maya to the training hall at the Inner Temple last night. Happened to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the bell. And for lights out. Think Iris came to the Inner Temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training. With Iris' story at all. But she never went to the Inner Temple. As they say, what thickens? Did the prosecutor get out? I guess not. You tell me about yourself. Say for the murder. That back really bothers her. All my fault. Me and my stupid back. Basically, it has been murdered and an important acolyte is trapped. The little girl has been lost. No, you really shouldn't be so negative. It's bad karma. Oh, you're right. I need to do some more training myself, I think. Tell me about Maya. A very important visitor, you know. An honored acolyte. Honored? How so? The feigned name is synonymous with the grain channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Well, you mention it. 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the grain channeling technique. Detective? I just has talk of the supernatural drivel. Suppose now you'll say his midichlorians. Seriously? Edgeworth? You seen Star Wars? Oh ho ho! What gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's got nothing to do with it. Oh, this poor girl, where could she have gone? Oh, we checked out her home. She's not there. And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means only a few other possibilities where she could be. Ah, maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? Ugh, just trying to think like you, Miss Edgeworth. Ironic, I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. We gotta find Pearl. That's, not fucking good. Also, what the fuck is this? Courtyard. Secret temple. Courtyard. Crazy amount of blood. This is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, detective. Just have a look around. The police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way. Well, I just better ask, just to be sure. Really gonna defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, gotta be careful. I'll make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, detective. Your mouth shut, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. God, sir. Make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, detective. Much to show runny spout this. Let's take a peek around. There's a big blood stain there. Aren't any clues here. What are you talking about? The sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. Sure is. It's called Chichishito, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. Blood on it. Suppose it's the victim's blood? Yep, it's all over the blade. Speaking of all over the blade, the fingerprints all over the hilt of this. Chichishito too. Fingerprints. Actually, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Fingerprints are on the murder weapon. What's wrong? You look really solemn. How it is for right. This is what it feels like to be a defense attorney. I figure it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. What's this? Like a wizard's staff. That belongs to the victim, it's at least on them. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Yeah, listen to this, just between us, okay, sir? Yes? What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright? Truth is, I was a kid. I wanted to be a wizard. That's it. That's what you wanted to tell me. That's it. That must be made from very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Got it? Victims. By Elisa Neum, when she was alive, her fingerprints on it. Missing the amethyst. Lantern. Light at night. They light it at night. Something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, you don't afford to pay your electricity bill. How did you know? Gumshoe. You make me feel bad for. Main gate must be just over that stone wall. Oh, stone walls. I've over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words. Come on, please. Ah, I just love skiing. Really? Don't, like the type. What about sleds? Sleds? Nah. Just a little too kiddie, you know? This is with my hard-boiled image. With the silence, Mr. Edgeworth. It's well starting to go mad. The main hall of Hazakura Temple is above us here. You're right. Pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. Hazakura Temple was built on a steep part of the mountain. Front and back of the main hall are on different levels. Oh, makes sense. Wouldn't it be easy to just build a place slanted, sir? Let's see how we can even consider that to be an even remotely good idea. That's all it's interesting, eh? Not gonna remark on the ladder being against the wall? Nope. The victim is famous picture book author, Miss Elise Nim. The entire past, up till she won that writing award last year, is all a mystery. Hard to believe that in this day and age you can still find people like that. Estimated time of death of the victim was 10:11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab in the back by the murder weapon. Murder weapon. The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. Bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. Two-story building? Should be about the same height as that room in the front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. This happens to be the room that Elise Nim was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out the window after she was stabbed by the sword. Now then, detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay. Take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, head nun, right after they'd finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. W mean? Woman? 10 p.m. After ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. Got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to the Hazakura Temple. Taking a hot bath to soothe her back. Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, ask Bikini herself in the main hall. Inner temple, huh? More information about that place. This is Inner Temple that Maya was supposedly training at. On the Bikini, a whole building with training acolytes. On the other side of Dusky Bridge. Bridge that burned down, huh? Anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the Inner Temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing. The other side is surrounded on all sides by cliffs. No way, it's kind of like a little island out there. And there is the Inner Temple. Here is not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya. That begins tomorrow. Who's the prosecutor? Pretty sure it's that Kado guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so we're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. Wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold, he won't be defending. He just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, quite unhappy if it came out that I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. I can see why. Not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We only met each other once, there's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Would it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? No need to worry. Pull a few strings and arrange for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you were such a powerful string to pull. What the fuck? You could just do that? What the fuck, Edgeworth? What do you think about Ishito? Both represents multiple ranks of the life that can take, all learning at once, as one. Read that one. What would I think about it sometimes? What kind of life I would have if I hadn't joined the homicide division. What do you think about that kind of thing too, huh? Of course I do. Think about it a lot. He is a traffic cop. He is a detention officer. He is the Blue Badger. He doesn't have any plans to leave the force. For this. Oh. I might have already told you about this, but truth is, I was a little kid. Become a wizard, right? Hey, that's amazing. How'd you know that? What do you think? That'd make a really great one, don't you think? You just had this conversation a while ago, detective. I'll see your report. I'll thank you for nothing then, detective. What can you tell me about the bikini? The witness saw the crime take place out there in the temple courtyard. Pretty sure it's gonna be her testimony for either this case, sir. What do you mean she's gonna be a witness in the trial tomorrow? Of course. None is as trustworthy as you can get. We got this one in the bag. Oh. I mean, I've always been on your side, Mr. Edgeworth. But yeah, this is a pretty tight spot we've gotten ourselves into, huh? I understand why Wright is always breaking into a cold sweat. If Maya's alright. I'll show my face to Wright again if something happened to her. Oh, it'll be okay. Whatever happens, you can just show my face. How's that? Ah, I didn't mean it like that, sir. It's just a silly little joke. What if there's another way to get across the other side? Port wires for the bridge are still intact, correct? The bridge is almost 20 yards long. No, I might look like it's Mr. Edgeworth, but I'm no superhero. In any case, I just hope Maya's alright. What about Pearl? No one's seen her at all since last night. Seems that way. Apparently, she hasn't gone back to Grain Village either, sir. It's true that she was with Elise Nim at some point last night. What's that about it? Ah! I mean that maybe whoever killed Miss Nim also. Don't jump to any crazy conclusions. Ouch! You have one mean punch, Mr. Edgeworth. Downright fierce. Did you just sock him in the gut, Edgeworth? You know about this? Can't tell me about the murder weapon. Okay. Tell me about the victim's staff. Probably won't tell me about the document then. Main gate. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. Oh, was shut tight with the number of psycho locks. So I have to look into him for now. What a thorn in my side. Mr. Edgeworth. came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind. I've already told you everything that I... Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. Tell me anything. Yes. Thank you. Just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazukura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. Said that she saw you stab Miss Lisa in with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Like she's unwilling to tell me the whole... I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycho locks. Yeah, let's give it a shot then. Here, Tom. I didn't expect Edward to say take that. I was frightened. I have been handed this case, my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. That's the case. The obvious answer to the obvious question is, what were you afraid of? Iris, I wonder. Is this what you were frightened so much of that you couldn't even leave your own room? Take that! Found this in the main hall. Addressed to you. That's... Well, Iris? Why are you glaring at me like that? You're scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Ah! Well, that was easy. The evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth... Yes? I thought the letter was just someone playing prank on me. Prank? Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. Wonder about that. Kini is like a mother to me. I never hide anything from her. Well, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret. I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, one person you didn't want your secret told to. Probably right. Phoenix Wright. Means something to write, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I'd expected as much, especially from a friend of his. Okay. Unlock successful. Sweet. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. I said I was frightened by it. This is Heavenly Hall, the letter mentions. A small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. Small shack, huh? Like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. Reality is, to get to the Inner Temple, I had no choice but to cross the bridge. I thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. I was scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. This is a secret that you... So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart. Yes. So I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. They'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night. Yes, that's exactly right. in a room till the murder was discovered. All starts tomorrow. Promise you, I will win. I'm gonna win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. Pointless. Why would you say that? I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. Okay. I wouldn't know about the Shishito. Is that the murder weapon? Yes, it is. I've seen it before. Yes. Yami was holding it in the courtyard. Apparently the head nun witnessed a sad affair. Saw you stabbing Miss Elise Nim with the very sword last night. Now we know about this. The demon warning hood. Gave it to Mr. Wright last night. Wearing this when I saw him in the hospital today. Important item for protecting acolytes from evil spirits. So important, then why did you give it to him? Last night, I felt something. Something terrible was about to happen. I didn't want Mr. Wright to fall into its grip. Well, he wound up falling into something much deeper and colder. Probably shouldn't say that out loud, though. Thank God for inner monologue. What do you know about this? This woman on this hanging scroll. Well, I don't know the details, but I've heard she's the master of the crane channeling technique. Master? Yes, Mystic Misty. The great spirit medium. I've heard. Also heard that she went missing over 15 years ago. Spirit mediums. No such thing, anyway. Mr. Edgeworth? All about them. Nothing but frauds. Don't know anything about it, of course. There was a time, 17 years ago, when I met the Master myself. Oh, that's sad. Right, that was when... Because Mystic Misty was, like, the one who channeled, the spirit of Miles' dad. What about this? I was against the idea of our temple appearing in that magazine. I was afraid that this type of tragedy might occur. In that case, why did you allow them to run an article about you? Sister Bikini, she'd be rather fond of attention, surprisingly so. Certainly does look rather happy in this photo. How about this? That's Mystic Elise Nim. She's a picture book author, or so I've heard. Went to Hazakura Temple often. No, this was her first time. Just that she's a very important visitor. So, yes, as Bikini told me, be certain not to offend her. Victim is Elise Nim. Whose office still doesn't have much information about her, it seems. What about the weather? What about the staff? Can you tell me about Phoenix Wright? Mr. Wright, how bad is his cold? Well, his fever is very high. As a result, he's rather confused. Worried about Maya, who's still trapped in the inner temple. He's quite worried about you as well, it seems. Really? Yes. Naturally, once he has recovered, I'll pass the baton back to him. No, don't. I feel that Mr. Wright wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want to defend me. Think about it. Gumshoe. Nothing. You know about Larry? Oh. That's Mr. Loris. Very sincere, hardworking person. He's even kind enough to draw a portrait of me. Knowing Larry, the woman is exactly the type who would fall in love with at first sight. Please. Yes, heard that before. Tell me about yourself. You want to know about me? There's not much to tell, I'm afraid. Make it one thing straight. You're raised at Hazakura Temple, correct? Yet somehow you seem to know right. Must have crossed paths somewhere. No, Mr. Edgeworth. Whoever it was, couldn't have been me. That's supposed to mean. I'd like to ask you about Sister Bikini at the Hazakura Temple. If she was my real mother. If she were your real mother. I lived at Hazagura Temple when I was just a small child. Taken care of me ever since. Forgive me for sounding rude, but what about your family? Sorry, but I'd rather not talk about this. Oh, this is the woman who was to undergo training last night. She seems like a very strong and reliable woman. Maya. What else anyone has to say about this Iris woman? Can't exactly say she's the best judge of character. This is the trainee's younger sister, correct? Cute as a button, and she seems to really love mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh? She even said she was going to have the leftovers for dinner the next night. And she took the leftover potatoes and the whole pot of gravy with her to her room. Quite an appetite for such a little girl. Oh, that's really cute, Pearls. You just yoinked the whole pot of gravy. Real cute. Heavenly Hall. Larry! Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? Oh, better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Why? Why does this always happen? Never find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is gonna be prison, I guess. Steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's talking to himself. Shh! Wait and listen. Knew it. You shouldn't have done that. Do it again. Matt, what did you do, I wonder? Hey, you! Oh, what you just said. I got an objection. What the? Edgy, you dirty rat. Gumshoe, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Oh, I knew it. I was just shouting objection. In a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. Watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Hey, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? What is this little shack, anyway? I just discovered it myself yesterday. Down here in the first place. Come on, an artist. Looking for a good place to sketch. It's a great little place. It's artistic. It's quite cold. It's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. Sure, what is likely to show up and disturb you here? Can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? Getting all buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You gotta do this. You gotta save Iris. Why are you sure she's so innocent? Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute. Watch your mouth. Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth's pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. You already asked the girl to marry you? Oh no, not yet. I can tell how she feels just by looking in her eyes. Get this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold, look. Sure, Nick would be surprised. Never imagined I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? This guy's trying to say. He lost me a mile back. I don't know the answer to that. I'm gonna have to drag him onto the witness stand. To think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Oh man, do you have anything else to talk about? That kind of attitude, that would be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. You really want to know? Last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible. Yeah, but let's not talk about it now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Hasn't he realized? I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with What's this festive looking ornament? Reminds me of art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Well, oh yeah, we were never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so fat he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him. He would just sit there sobbing. Really? Everyone expected that. Right already. Don't forget the shame of that day. What a crane, I can make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. No, Edgy. Nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, it's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Exactly why I hate childhood friends. I got an achievement for that. That's Edgeworth. Hear all of his and Larry's childhood tales. That's real cute. A horrible graffiti problem you got there, pal. You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's the expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, what the difference between graffiti and true art is? Well, the artist himself defines it, right? That one coming? Well, if that's the case, then all my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. Straw roof is totally covered in freshly fallen powdery snow. Wow, it's a nice image, doesn't it? I didn't like them. I always did like the rustic look. The hall. Was an appropriate name? Name in some sense. Got that right. The bridge up there. This place has to be heaven. That thing is hell. You do well to remember, Larry. This is a sacred place to some people. A bit late for that. This is the Eagle River, sir. It runs pretty fast. Doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had iced over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble. Right about that. It would have landed on the ice, slid downstream, and who knows where. Not exactly what I meant, but alright. All the way to Dusky Bridge. A long but easy walk. I fell down 4 times on the way down here, sir. You okay, Gumshoe? Oh, sorry about that, detective. I ate 4 bananas and tossed their peels on the stairs on my way down here. What? That's what I was slipping on. Careful on the way back. Those deadly banana peels are still out there. That's a real important piece of information right there, Mr. Edgeworth. The farm, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here. Ah, I can still can't believe it, really. What is it, Larry? Huh? Nothing. It's nothing. Sounds pretty suspicious to me. Think about that statement smells. You know what they say. Alright, what can you tell me about Iris' hood? Nothing. Tell me about this. No to Iris. Nothing. Big fuck off sword. Nothing. You know about Elise's cane. It's the stuff that Miss Elise is always carrying. Miss Elise, why? Huh? What is it, Larry? Something missing from the staff. Something missing? How about this? There's testimony. Nothing. Okay, Larry, you're pretty useless. Can you tell me about Bikini? I'm just no good with people like her. Reminds me too much of my mother. I speak now. Huh? Sure. I don't care how you feel about her personally. Tell me what you know about her and how she's related to the case. Don't you think you're expecting a little too much of me? Just a 25-year-old jobless bum trying to be an apprentice artist. Hahaha. Actually starting to feel jealous of this guy. Just a little. Oh, it's Maya. Nick was trying to go save her, you know? Instead, he wound up falling off the bridge. Not surprised, though. Nick always gets himself into trouble. That isn't the pot calling the kettle black. I hope that Maya doesn't catch a cold, too. Something worse. Oh, hey, it's Pearl! She's way cuter than this Pearl I used to go out with. Like in a kid cute way, yeah? Yes, well, apparently she hasn't been seen the whole morning. What did you say? Edgy! Why are you wasting your time with me then? What's wrong with you? Excuse me? If anything happens to her, I'll never forgive you. Wow. This is right there. This is right for a change, sir. I feel like I'm the bad guy in all of this. Let's see if we can coax anything out of Larry. Here's the crime. Right? Now you're going to tell me what you really saw that night. Wow, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. Around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. And sleeping. Not sure how long. Suddenly, zing! The in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Husky Bridge caught fire? You're saying you saw it with your own eyes? Time to catch fire. Other data. Lightning 10 to approximately 11. Approximately 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Lightning struck the bridge at 10:45. 30 minutes, okay. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling you the truth. 3 psycholocks remaining. Still trying to hide something. Go away, Larry. Where were you when you saw that happen? What? Where, you say? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. It's in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be? All yours transparent as an empty jelly jar. Problem, I suspect, lies there. There? Where do you mean? What do you mean, there? Possible for you to have seen the lightning strike at Dusky Bridge from your room. Yeah, there's a big fucking cliff in the way. Take that! This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazukura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees. It's impossible to see the bridge from there. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? About what? I feel like talking now. But what? It won't be that easy after all. No choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. Went in your room at the temple, so then, where were you? You don't know what was in my room. It was Larry, and why was he there? Read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well, let's test my theory. This you witnessed a lightning strike. Striking Dusky Bridge was from here. Take that! Well, the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging around out in this old shack? Freezing cold, there's no electricity. It could fall apart at any minute. Harry? How do you even know that anyway? You know there's no electricity. After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you've just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. To admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call Fair decor. I think you mean a fair decor. Could it be that you were waiting for someone? Oh no! You really are one scary guy, you know? I think that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Have to be Iris, right? There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. Told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. That's because of my chilly glare. You think I got hots for Sister Iris, huh? You have some kind of evidence? Something that proves I was waiting for her? Or you're just guessing? Bottom line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Note Iris. Your evidence? I'm called to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey. Give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? Not important. Misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh! First of all, what's with this at the top of the letter? Salutations here. Oh, that's what it said in the book. Letter writing for dummies. Not supposed to actually write that. What are you supposed to write to Dear Iris? What? I'm so sorry. Larry, you're a moron. Unlock successful. So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? You saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Why doesn't cut it, you scumbag? Threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break, it's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What? Did you just say? Love her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Oh. Then what is this secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? Talking about the secret of love between her and me. You're a moron, Larry. Obviously, she wouldn't want Old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? It breaks. Not my fault I didn't have any envelopes. Yeesh. Why are you so quick to apologize, pal? As you gave me the scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? You're so quiet all of a sudden. That's it. That's what all those huge locks were about? I'm going to throttle you, Larry. I don't understand why you're all so defensive. I don't know either. I guess the thing is, shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Come on, don't let it get you down. Mr. Edgeworth. This guy's still hiding something, I know it. You mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy just said just a minute ago. Oh no, last night, I saw something incredible. Right. Larry. What? Look at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. Was this something incredible you saw last night? Why don't you tell me, Larry, one way or another? I already told you, didn't I? A lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. Now that I think about it, it doesn't quite ring true. But what doesn't? That's all there is to your story, and your heart wouldn't have had all those locks on it. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, where do you think you're going? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Oh, for the love of God, Larry. No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like that? Like you mean to be hit by a bolt of lightning? It's about had it with this Harlequin. I really want to drag the truth out of him. Must have to drag him to the witness stand. God damn you, Larry. I gotta make things so difficult for me. February 9th. 10:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Oh, we immediately told. We immediately told her about Larry. Oh, that's funny. Alright. That'll be it for me tonight. I gotta get to bed. Oh, I'm very tired. And my vacation's finally over. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. So, this is getting interesting. I have no idea what the fuck happened. Either Bikini's lying and she didn't see Iris, or the evidence, as it points to, Iris was trying to pull the sword out of the gut of Miss O'Nim. But that still leaves us with a murderer on our hands. That's wild that Elise Donim fell out of her window and then just happened to be stabbed by the big fuck off sword. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what, I have no idea what happened. There's no, like, what other suspects are there? I don't know how someone could have, like, snuck onto the property in the dead of night and murdered Elise, or for what reason. We don't know anything about Elise. Why is she dead? I don't understand. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out next time. For now, though, thanks for hanging out. We'll get back to this tomorrow, I suppose. At 7 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see if we can power through the trial of this. Then Tuesday, we'll hop on and get through the next investigation segment. It's probably going to be long, but I don't know if they're going to be like, I don't know how many parts it's going to be. The final trial in the first Ace Attorney game, it was a three trial, or it was a 3-day trial. The second one, the final trial, was a 2-day trial. We definitely don't have enough to make a 1-day trial, so it's either going to be a 2 or 3. But I don't think I have enough, like, points to. I definitely don't have any good suspects for it. Unless it is just Bikini stabbed Donim for some reason. But I have no idea why. Like, there's a lot of questions. Where the hell is Pearl? Like, what the fuck? What happened to Pearl? Is Maya okay? There's a lot of things going on. God damn. Alright, anyway. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back at this tomorrow. Fucking bye.